problem doesn't lie in what you're actually doing. The problem lies in how you think about yourself, and it comes out in what you're doing. So you sabotage yourself. You actually hurt yourself more and more because you don't actually believe in yourself. All of that internal battle that you face, right, where you're lacking confidence, you're insecure, you really don't believe in yourself, you're filled with doubt, you're filled with fear, that's what is coming out in your shitty actions. And the more that you don't believe in yourself, the more that you are telling yourself this story where you're not good enough, the more you're going to sabotage yourself. You'll treat yourself poorly. You won't eat right. You'll give yourself excuses as to why you shouldn't work out. You'll lay in bed at night thinking about all the things that you want and why you're never going to actually get them. That is what a self-sabotaging person does. And the reason why they do that is all because their belief system isn't there. Because if you had it, truly, if you had a solid belief system, you would probably follow through with some positive actions. And your actions would really align with what you want for yourself. They would align with what you think about yourself, with what you believe in. So you have to start believing in yourself. You have to actually believe that you are capable of more and you are worthy of more as well. And a lot of the time, you'll see this come out in people. People will easily project how they feel about themselves by looking at you and seeing your faults. People will project what they think about, how they feel, their shitty excuses, their doubts, their fears, and their worries, and they will come at you as if you're the problem. And in reality, they are the problem. In reality, they are insecure, they don't have any confidence, and they lack their own worth. Because anyone that is winning, anyone that is confident, doesn't show up to the table trying to beat people down. Anyone that understands this, they understand that at the end of the day, how you feel internally shows up externally. And the more that you pour into yourself, the more that you change your mindset, the more that you actually give back to yourself, the better you are. And you'll see this, you'll feel this, and it will come out in your results. It'll come out as you are as a person. And the reason why I share this with you is because I remember when I wasn't whole on the inside. I remember when I was struggling on the inside, and I would look at the world as if everything in the world was the problem. And now I see things from a very different lens. Now my level of confidence is extremely high because I know what it looks like to be low. I know how to look in the mirror and then look at myself and go, I could be more, and I'm not being more. And so once I took the responsibility, once I stopped actually blaming the world for what is wrong, I understood that ultimately I'm in control of my confidence. I'm in control of my security. I'm in control of every single aspect of my life. And the sooner you realize that you're in control of yours, then the more that you can actually control the outcome. The outcome is directly correlated with what is on the internal surface. You have to start believing in yourself. You have to look at yourself and ask yourself, what am I capable of? And why am I not doing anything today to even reach that? Once you actually start to put the actions in place, make the moves that you say that you're going to make. Once you do that, then you'll start to actually feel better. And people will come up with all of these excuses and all of this bullshit as if they'll wait, they'll procrastinate, maybe later, maybe next year, maybe sometime at some point. And then in reality, all they do is feel worse about themselves every single day that they don't make a move. So if you do make moves, you start to understand that you are stacking wins. You start to understand that you are actually doing something with yourself, and it's in the doing, right? Like the worth is in the work. And the more that you work, then guess what? The more that you are worth. So instead of actually going in thinking why am I not worth it? Why am I not good enough? Why can't I get this? Why can't I get that? Ask yourself, what's the work that you're putting in? What's the effort like? What's the attitude like? What are the sacrifices like? Are you actually putting it in? Are you actually putting yourself out there? What are you doing that is honestly deserving of the result that you're actually wanting? Because if you do want something, you have to put in the work. And you have to put in the work when you don't want to. That's what discipline is. Anyone can be consistent at something shitty. Anyone can be consistent at doing the wrong thing. But it's the discipline where you are doing the things that you don't necessarily want to do at the times you definitely don't want to do it. That is what discipline is. That's the difference between consistency and discipline. Anyone can be consistent. You could be inconsistently consistent, but you can't be disciplined. There is a difference. And once you know the difference, you start to understand that that's where the results lie. Anyone can work their way towards something by doing the same thing every day, but it has actually led them to a bad outcome. But what about if you switch that? What about if you actually started to become a little bit more of a disciplined person that had a good attitude, that worked really hard, and you did it all the time? What would happen? Ask yourself that. And when you put in the work every single day, regardless of what's going on, you put in the work, you'll get the results. But start by making a move and then consistently do that move that is positive. And then when you don't want to, do it again and you'll find that discipline and then you'll get results. That's what you need to do.